Hello and thank you for choosing to watch this video. In the following footage I'd like to show you my latest acquisition, which is a multi-band dipole antenna. This antenna is built and manufactured in the UK by SMC South Midlands Communications, and it is built to a quality and the standard of the components that are used are exceptional, and it's not the kind of quality that you would expect to find from our traditional amateur radio procurement routes. It's designed for professional and commercial use. There is 20 markers on it for the frequency markers, so there's no problem finding the amateur bands. I set this antenna up for the 40 metre band. I set it up on a 5 metre post, which I purchased from SMC a couple of years ago, and the ends of the antenna were elevated above ground by about a metre or two. I gave out a CQ call, and very quickly I had a station come back to me, Mike 7 MYD, Sam over in Derby, which is about 85 kilometres away. Then spoke to a couple of local stations in Bolton, 25 kilometres away, one over at Penistone near Sheffield, 30 kilometres away, and then a station down at Bing Green, which was only 10 kilometres away. Now, he was operating deep in a ravine. The topography of the land that I was operating from is extremely undulating. I then spoke to a station down in Exeter, 330 kilometres away, and then finally a contact in Germany. Now, the conditions were reported as being fair at best, so I did quite well with the operating conditions, and I'm very pleased with the antenna. So let's have a look at the footage, and you can see what exactly I got up to. Yeah, Mike 0 VMT portable, Mark in Penistone, 20 SAE field portable, in between Huddersfield and Oldham. Yeah, all understood there, mate. You take care, pal. Have your sandwich, and I look forward to contacting you again in the future. Yeah, thanks for the contact. M0 VMT, 20 SAE field portable, 7-3 Mark.
Yeah, cheers John, mate. All the best. Take care. Bye for now. Something. 7MYD returned. Yeah, the radio they sent is an Icon 7400, and I'm running an 80 to 10 end-fed antenna with the 49 to 1 balance. Averaging at about 20 feet above the ground, and thanks to the neighbour's garden that runs across the bottom of mine. Luckily we're good friends, so he's let me use some of his garden for the antenna because it's in a bit of an L shape. And then the microphone it's just a fairly cheap Chinese dynamic microphone, and I have one of the cables that allows you to plug one in. So I spent a couple of days having a good play around with the audio to get it nice. But yeah, you're doing an absolute great job on the portable station. Saying you've received some of the equipment of the day. It's definitely working well. You're peaking at a 5.9 plus 20 on that last Nova. So there's definitely no problems at all there. And yeah, I look forward to seeing some footage on YouTube. I do like to watch quite a few videos from UK stations. There's plenty of videos on there anyway, but it's always nice to see UK and English stations videos. It feels a bit closer to home part. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing the videos. I'll give them a subscribe, that's for sure. Press the bell, what they all say. So yeah, looking forward to seeing the video there, John. Back to you.
Yeah, Mike, it's every Mike Yankee Delta from 20 SAE field portable. Yeah, thanks for that, Stan in Derby. Yeah, thanks for the report there, 5.9 plus 20. So obviously the dipole is working absolutely brilliantly. I'm just wondering if you can just give me a minute. I'm going to reduce it down to 5 watts, and let's just have a see what happens. Just stand by.
Yeah, no problem there. Just to correct the name, I think you said Stan. It's Sam. Sierra Alpha Mike Sam there, John. But yeah, I'm standing by for the power change there.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we've got ourselves down to 5 watts there now. So what's that like? Over?
Yeah, you're still a Radio 5 solid 9 to me, John. So there's no problem. Like I say, the last one it was between there and peaking at a plus 20. But yeah, it's exactly the same, just a solid 9 instead of the peak at a 20. So he's still doing an absolute fine John, back to you.
Yeah, M0 VMK to E0 SAE fuel portable. Well, up here it's just been drizzling for, well, like I say, it's since I got here really. Well, so from about midday really, and it's not. It's just, yeah, it's not too bad really. I mean,
Minutes ago, 20 was starting to drop out a little bit today. That's what's here. Looking at the time now, what are we on? We're on half one. Don't see us having much more time left here now. Maybe I'll speak to you next weekend if you're out and about. I think we will be again. Saturday, possibly Sunday as well. It's been nice to catch up with you, John. Enjoyed that. Take care, mate, and we'll catch up with you soon. M0 VMK, that's you for final.
yeah, M0 VMK to E0 SAE full.
You're obviously coming in at more than 7 because my noise level is 7. So the S point coming into the radio here is definitely more than 7. I'll check on the next over. Again, you're about 3 to 4 on the audio, but perfectly reasonable, as long as the band behaves itself, John. Over.
Yeah, Mike 1 Oscar to Echo 0 Sierra Alpha Echo field portable. Yeah, well, the dipole appears to be working quite well. Like I say, it's just on a 5 metre mast behind me, and I don't know if you have access to QRZ.com, but if you have a look at my QRZ page there's a link to some YouTube videos, and you can see exactly what it is that I'm using. Like I said, the radio was a Kodan 2110, and we're just using 25 watts of power there. Over.
SAE still there, John?
Yeah, 2 Echo 0 Sierra Alpha Echo is still here. Yeah, we're still receiving absolutely loud and clear there, Ian. Struggling a little bit with John up in Falkirk now. He's dropped into the drop back. Well, there's not a lot of noise here, but the signal's just deteriorated. Over.
Yeah, I love it when I can work stroke mobile or stroke portable. I've got a permanent place I can go where the noise is 0, and I've got other locations that I use on Dartford with practically 0 S point noise, and it's wonderful to be able to work in situations like that because of course the noise to signal to noise ratio on the radio allows for good, really good contact. That's what's happening there with yourself. You're doing 25 watts. I'm pushing 100 with a dipole up at 25, 28, something like that feet, 40 metre dipole. But I am suffering this noise which is always there because I'm in an urban environment. It's good that you're still picking me up, and it's good that I'm still picking you up actually, John. Unfortunately, John in Falkirk cannot hear you at all. He's so I'm in a situation. I'm in the middle. I can hear you both, but John cannot hear you, which is possibly understandable. The distance, I often find I can pick up stations in Scotland very well, but not get anywhere else in the country. So the distance is right from Scotland down to me. Quickly back to you, John, in the Pennines. Over.
As a final note, it is worth remembering that this antenna can be used with radios that do not have an ATU. So I'm looking forward to using this antenna with my Yaesu 818 as and when band conditions pick up. As always, thank you for watching this video. I hope that it inspires you to get out and do some portable work yourself. Thank you for watching.